So if you look at how that works, basically it is as follows, right? Whenever a sort of a value generating event occurs in the world, I'll take a simple example, right? Say a player goes out questing and finds a really cool, let's say epic cosmetic or a rare cosmetic. And, that player's super happy to find this particular cosmetic, after a quick, glance, realizes that it's worth roughly $100 worth of tokens. Now, the tokens are, our premium currency, right? Much like any free-to-play game has a premium currency that you would use to buy all these cosmetics, these collectibles, in our case, also the land in future, right? Mm-hmm. But, either way, player realizes it's worth $100 worth of tokens, right? So decides to go to the nearest city, hop into the exchange, right? And sell that thing. Now, at that point, like with any exchange, there is a fee. Let's assume for a moment it's a 7% fee, right? Mm-hmm. We have a very simple objective, which is sort of at the core to give back half of the revenue being generated in-game to those people holding the land. So what happens is half of that fee gets taken. So, let's say $3.50 goes into
a pool,
into Bright Star and Ember Sword, into building out a better game, keeping on expanding the world, mm-hmm. etc. Because we're literally building an MMO. I mean, it's not a small job.
No, yeah, I agree. Look, I'm all for businesses, people making money. You guys are making a game. That's okay. That's totally okay.
Exactly.
I'm full for people making money. None of that. Go for it. Yeah.
No, that's natural. I mean, it's needed to even make something like this survive, and we can talk more about where that money ends up going in the future and things like governance, etc. Because these are definitely things that we're thinking about, right? We're also not building this game to be something that here's the game, it's done, have fun. No, I mean, you're building something that's going to be there potentially forever, mm-hmm. because of its blockchain nature, right? It has so much value in it. Either way, the other $3.50, right? Those are going to the landowners. Mm-hmm. Now, the interesting part comes in is then how do you split that, right? So in part, we want to give one part as a sort of a global reward. So that gets spread amongst all landowners of like minted land that currently exist, mm-hmm. right? And that's actually spread based on a sort of weight, right? So if you're owning a regular plot, that weight is about 1, right? If you're owning a city plot, the weight is about 125. You can do the math. The point is, city plots get, the relevant amount of extra revenue that they should get for being the cost that they are, right?
Got it.
So that's on both the global distribution, and then you get into the local distribution. And in the local distribution, we take a second portion of that 3.5%, right? Mm-hmm. And we spread that in the area where the transaction occurred. So that's spread over, let's say, about 20 by 20 plots around where that exchange purchase was made. So not only do all of the plots of that city where it happened benefit from it, but also nearby settlements.
I'm liking you more now. I'm liking Ember Sword now.